Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you a little post-traveling yoga stretch. So this is a good workout to do after you've been sitting in a car for a really long time. Everything starts to feel a little bit tight. Legs are feeling a little bit like jello. We're going to start off bringing your feet just about hips distance apart. Roll your shoulders out wide. Okay, and just as a reminder for today's workout, you don't really need any equipment, but if you would like to use a yoga block, if you have one handy, you can do that. And also, you could bring a chair nearby or do this workout against something steady like a wall or a fence, and that'll help you with your balance. All right, we're going to start off with a little standing cat cow. So I'm just going to roll forward a little bit, maybe even use the thighs for a little bit of support. Round the back, and then breathe in, stand up nice and tall, and roll the shoulders back, squeeze in between the shoulders. Exhale, come forward, and breathe in, roll out wide, squeeze into the back. So, depending on how close you're doing this to when you did your actual traveling, just keep the range of motion comfortable. Okay, so if you just got out of the car, you might want to do smaller movements to start off with. If you're doing this a little bit later in the day or the next day, might be able to go a little bit bigger. Rolling forward, opening nice and wide. One more, just like that. Exhale, and then inhale. And then we're going to go a little bit bigger. So we're going to roll forward, take the arms, squeeze the forearms together, maybe bring a little bend into the knees. And then inhale, arms are going to come out nice and wide, and we're going to do a nice big stretch in the chest. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Okay, and the whole point of the repetition here is to build on each time we do this. Okay, just grasping for a little more stretch each time. As the blood starts flowing, everything starts to warm up. We can start to go bigger and bigger. Exhale and inhale. Okay, we're going to do that again. This time we're going to add on. So we roll forward, take that big stretch out wide, hold it there. And then we're going to take the hands, reach them right behind us. Okay, and you can keep the hands apart or bring them together. Pull down, really stretching the chest here. And then with our exhale, we're going to fold forward. Now, those legs are probably still a little bit tight, so go ahead and bend your knees here if you need to. And then come back up and release the arms. Let's do that again. Squeeze forward, exhaling. Breathe in, open nice and wide. And exhale, reach back. Inhale, pull down. Really stretch the chest. Take your time with it. Okay, you can even take it a little bit side to side. Find out where your body's really needing. Open up a little bit more. And then we fold forward from the hip. Again, bend the knees if you need to. Hamstrings are probably a little bit tight. Even if you haven't done a trip, for most people, hamstrings are usually a little bit tight. Hold it there, lengthen back, and come back up. Release the arms. We're going to do that a couple more times. Roll forward and open wide. Reach back. Breathe in as you open the chest. And exhale, fold forward. Okay. Being kind to the legs again, although you might find with the repetitions, maybe they're starting to loosen up a little bit. Okay, just find whatever feels good for you. And then release the arms as we come back up. We're going to do one more of this. Okay, so we round forward, open wide, reach back, pull down, and fold forward. Okay, we're going to hold it here, and maybe, only if it feels okay, peeling the arms away from the back. Nice deep stretch here. And then releasing the arms down. We're going to come back up and roll out the shoulders. One more time. And then we're going to walk the feet apart just a little bit wider. Okay, now that the back is starting to open up, legs are just starting to stretch a little bit. We want to stretch the hip as well. So we're going to push that pelvis forward and then swing around here. A nice big circle. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. And let's go the other direction. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Couple more circles. Okay, we're going to repeat that in each direction. So go back to the right. Okay, and testing with each circle. Can you make it a little bit bigger? Breathe in and out and other way. Inhale and exhale. Two more circles around. And last one, remember, follow your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we're going to move in here to a standing pigeon. Okay, because we want to stretch those hips out a little bit more. Okay, so this is a spot where you might want to use a chair or a wall if you really want to help with your balance. So we're going to come and swing this leg around and over. And then sink down. And we're going to come back up, step back out wide, and then switch sides. So we're going to reach out, cross over, and sink back into that hip. Breathe in, breathe out, and other side. Okay, we're going to do this a few times each way. Cross over, sink down, breathe in, breathe out. Step out wide, cross over, inhale, exhale. And back to the other side. Step out wide, cross over, sink down, breathe in, breathe out. Step out wide, step and cross. Sink down, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now that we're warmed up with that, we're going to do it one more time on each side, just with a little longer hold. Okay, so we step, cross over, sink down, and we're going to hold it 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more, breathe in, breathe out, and then step out wide. Okay, give yourself a second, find your balance, and then we're going to cross over this side. Okay, and 3 breaths on this side. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more, inhale and exhale. And then we're going to step the feet back about hips distance apart. Take a breath in and exhale. We're going to fold down, folding from the hip. Your hands are going to come to the thighs. We're going to stop about halfway where your torso is parallel with the ground. Push into the legs and lift. Get that feels on the back. Fold back down, just halfway, and then back up to the top. Okay, right back into it. We fold from the hip, hands on the thighs, stop halfway, push into the legs and lift. Fold back down halfway, all the way up. Okay, now if you want to stick with just those half folds, perfectly okay to do that. If you want to take the bend a little bit deeper this time, I'm going to take my hands down to my calves. Okay, make sure you're staying away from your knees with your hands, so we never want to put pressure on the joint, but pressing into the calf. I'm going to lift up, lift my head. Again, feel that movement through the spine, and exhale. Round the back a little bit, and then back up where we started. Nice deep breath up, and exhale. Again, I'm going to fold back down to the calf, but if you want to stick with that half fold just on the thighs, that's okay too. And we do a little lift. Exhale, roll down a little bit more, and come all the way up. Okay, again, you have 2 options now, coming down either to the thigh or the calf. I'm going to give you a third option, which is folding all the way down to your mat or to the floor. If you need a little in between option, you can also fold down to a yoga block here if you have one and you want to use it. Okay, so we fold, push into the floor or the calves or the thighs, wherever you are. Lift up. Oh, feels so good on the legs. Exhale, roll back down. And then we're going to come all the way up. Okay, again, fold down. Take a breath in. Press and lift. And then exhale, roll back down. Okay, and again, wherever you are, hold here, shake out the head. First, take it side to side, like you were shaking your head no, and then go forward and back, just like you were nodding yes. Okay, and this time as I come up, I'm going to release my fingers from the mat and I'm going to roll up. Just that added movement through the spine. You want to go nice and slow, articulating, rolling the shoulders out. And my head's going to be the last thing to come up. Okay, movement through the back feels so good after sitting. All right, we're going to come down again. I'm going to turn a little bit here just so that this works a little better. How about if I come down to this side? Okay, we're going to take a breath in and exhale. Okay, this time we're going to bring hands down to the mat for everyone. Okay, so for some of us, that might mean bringing a nice deep bend into the knees to be able to bring the hands down to the mat. Okay, from this position, we're going to walk one foot back and then the other foot. Okay, so we're going to come into our plank position and then we're going to lower down to the mat. Okay, so if this is a little strenuous, you can always bring the knees down first and lower from there. I'll give you a little tricep work, chest work in order to lower down a little bit slower, full length. Okay, and from here, you're going to push the hands into the mat. And we're going to lift into a little up dog here so that we can stretch out those hip flexors. Just hold it here, breathe in, breathe out. Again, breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to lower down nice and slow. Curl your toes under, breathe in, and exhale. We're going to push up into downward dog. And then alternate, bending your knees, lifting your heels, lengthening the back of those legs, and also lengthening through the shoulders. So nice big long reach, tailbone lifting up. Try to get the arms as straight as possible, going right down to the fingertips. And then just take those legs, press, press, press. Okay, and it's okay if your heels are not touching the mat. The point of this is to just press the heels down far enough that you feel a comfortable stretch on both sides. All right, we're going to press the right heel into the mat. Take a breath in, and we're going to take that left leg and do a nice big length up. Okay, and you can bend the knee here. You just want to find a spot where you feel like you need to stretch that leg and hip. So you can keep the leg extended, you can bend the knee, whatever feels good here. And then we're going to set that foot back down. Switch sides. Other leg's going to come up and same thing. Okay, you're just trying to find a spot where you say, oh, that's it. Yeah, you just stretch right there. Even lengthen the leg, bend the knee. And then we're going to take that leg as we swivel around, and you're going to step that foot right through. And we're going to cartwheel up right to your warrior pose. Okay, we're not going to stay here long. We want to take that front leg and this time lengthen it out. Use your upper body to pull you forward, and then we're going to fold down into a little triangle here. Okay, so for triangle, you might need that block again if you have it handy. So you can always bring that to the outside. Okay, if you don't need it, don't have to use it. This should feel so good on the legs. Okay, and then we're just going to change our hip orientation a little bit. So I'm going to have you come up to do that. We're going to take those hips and do a little turn. Come into a little pyramid pose from here. Take the arms to the lower back, breathe in, and exhale, fold back down. Okay, so you should have like rotated a little bit where you're feeling that stretch. So hands can be behind you, they can rest at the hip. If you want to take a little stretch in the shoulders, you can lengthen the arms out here as well. Holding just one more breath. And then we're going to lengthen up, release the arms down by your side. We're going to turn toward the front and we're going to take those stretches over to the other side. So if you're using your block, take it over to the other side there. Okay, this time rotate the opposite foot out. Okay, we'll take that right out into our warrior pose first. And then lengthen out your leg. Use your upper body to draw you forward. And coming right down into our triangle. I'm going to hold this just one more breath. And then we're going to float back up. Okay, again, grab those hips. Change our rotation. Hands at the back or at your hips. We're going to fold forward. Okay, and again, you can hold right here. Okay, so if you feel any pressure here, like on the lower back area, make sure you pull your navel in toward your spine and your core is really supporting this. And then if you want to take that extension out, you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Hold one more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to lengthen back up. Okay, we're going to turn back toward the camera. Rotate the feet out a little bit in each direction. So maybe think about pointing your toes at 11 and 1. Breathe in and exhale. And here we're going to take a fold forward. Okay, keep your back nice and flat to start off with. Okay, you're going to stop about halfway. And then we're going to round the back and flatten it out. Round the back and flatten. Okay, do that 2 more times. Okay to be bending the knees here. Again, we're just finding little areas in the body that need to stretch. And one more. Round and flatten. And then we're going to continue walking the hands down the legs. Again, this might be a spot that you need a block. If you do, go ahead and use it. Okay, if you don't need it, we're just going to get it out of the way. And now we're going right into the back of those legs. Take your time with this. Okay, and it's okay to have knees bent here. Take breaths in, and then each time you exhale, see if you can get your torso just a little bit closer to your legs. Okay, and that closer doesn't have to be much. So it could be just 1 millimeter closer. Okay, but we're going right into those glutes and hamstrings. Should feel wonderful. And then I'm going to walk over toward right foot. Okay, get a little more length over on that side. Okay, I'm going to crisscross my fingers here. And I'm going to do a little length, stretch up and back on that right side. We're going to fold back down, walk across the mat over to your other foot. Let's hold it here. Breathe in and out. And then again, I'm going to cross those fingers and circle up on that side. Open. And then we're going to fold back down, swing across, up the other side. Down and up, down. And one more time, other way. Breathe in and breathe out. Swing back to the center and then toe heel. I'm going to bring my feet back to being hips distance apart. Bend the knees here again if you need to. I'm going to cross the arms, grab onto my elbows, and swing over to the right, up, over, and circle down. Okay, so keep circling. Right and down on the left. Up on the right, down on the left. One more time this way. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're going to go 4 circles to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay, release the arms. You're going to roll yourself up nice and slow. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. We got 2 more. Let's try to make each one a little bigger. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, nice and big and wide. And exhale. Nice work. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel invigorated, all stretched out, ready to go, either enjoying your time on your vacation or enjoying your time back home. Have a great day, everyone. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.